So you're working inside the gradebook and you find out you've gotten a lot of items added to your gradebook, but you want to put them in a sequence that makes more sense to you. And depending upon whether or not you're using categories and weighting or categories or just simply putting them in a sequence that makes sense, this can be a handy hint for putting them into a particular sequence. Now, what I'm going to show you here in this short tutorial is just simply how to sequence the items. If you're using items within the context of categories, then you'll want to categorize them first, and then you can sequence them within those categories using this method. So I'm here inside the gradebook, and I'm simply going to go over here to Item Order. In the item order area, you're going to see that there's several items here, and in fact, in this particular course, I've got this Sort Grade Items modal window that comes up. I can use this window along with the up and down arrows for the items to put them in the sequence that I want. And then once I've done putting them in the sequence that I want, then I can just simply save the order, and that will be the order that they'll appear on my gradebook from left to right, and also for students when they view the items from the top to the bottom. You can see here that I've got a section of reading, for example, that I'm just going to go ahead and put into the right sequence by simply using my mouse and dragging and dropping the items into the sequence that I want them to appear in. Now, you could also probably do this by just simply trying to be smart about how you label each of the items in your gradebook, but that just becomes sort of, in a way, silly and sort of 1990s. All right, so I've got those in the sequence that I want. Those I need to adjust these here. That looks good. Okay, so I like that. All right. So I can see that those are listed there by category, and I've got them in the sequence I want. So I'll just click on Update Categorized Order. Now, one of the ways that you're going to see this applied is you're going to see this applied as the items appear from left to right inside the gradebook. So as I scroll from left to right, I've got the annotated bibliography category, and then I've also got the weighted average category for the character essay, and then so on and so forth for the other items. Now, there's also some view options in here that I can also control. I can group the items by category, or I can choose to not group them by category. Now, keep in mind, if you are not using categories, you have no option to group them by category. I can also go here and I can select the different columns that I wish to see. So, for example, if I just want to see the, say, Reading Week 4, then I can hide all these items except for Reading Week 4, and then click over here and I can just simply put the scores in for that particular item. This is just a simple way of trying to organize and sequence items inside the gradebook. Hope that helps.